been touching things.
What have you been touching?
Things.
Oh, that's cool. Can I touch things?
You can, but I have a curse on my touching fingers.
Oh, don't touch things then.
Whenever I touch something, it grows or shrinks exponentially.
Do you get to choose which one, or?
No. Those pair of monkeys over there. One on the right touched it smaller, one on the left touched it bigger. That's why they're so different sized.
Oh, Jesus. That's crazy. I thought they were just a child.
No, it's not a child. It's actually a really old, deep monkey.
Hello.
For example, as well, I touched your fashion sense, and that's why it's so tiny it's disappeared.
I'll agree with that one bit.
Fashion burn! No, seriously, your clothes are on fire. Like, I need to pat you down. Oh my god. If I just touch your head, do you get giant head syndrome?
I think it just affects the hair.
Touch!
Ah! Ha! Now that my head is so distracting, nobody will notice the title card on my chest.
Okay, but now I'm going to interrupt the title card to finish the rest of what I needed to tell you.
Alright, to do that.
Well, it's my favorite thing to touch.
Great swords?
No.
No!
No. I like to touch things with great swords.
Monsters.
Exactly. And which monsters?
Fun ones?
The most powerful monsters.
Brachydios.
No.
You don't like to touch brachydios?
I mean, I do, but sexually. I'm talking about the grow shrink thing.
That's pretty sexual to me.
Okay, alright, moving on back to the title card. Like, the combination of her eye shape and mouth shape and her needle teeth, it's just so weird.
Well, she also, like, constantly, if you watch her pupils, they dart back and forth every few seconds. So it just looks like she hasn't slept in 3 days. And
I've been drinking so much coffee. I don't want to miss it when you're in the gathering hub, so I can't sleep. You could say literally anything, and if you zoom into her face while slightly unnerving, like, plays, it sounds insane. No matter how normal it is. The other day, I went to the park and walked my dog. It's insane now. Super landing wing drake team!
We landed with wing drakes!
And we're a team. Kick the shins!
Ow, my shins.
So what do you think? I've been testing that as our new little intro little song to save the day type thing. Right?
I think
every time we arrive, I kick you in the shin.
Less shin kicking.
But it lets everyone know that you're still human and can feel the pain of heartbreak on your
But I'm not human, I'm a robot!
Oh my god! Okay, so, we are here for a very important reason.
No, we are!
I spent too much time rubbing myself all over a black dragon.
Good night, everybody!
The reason this is bad is, well, it's a black dragon, okay? So just...
Well, yeah, I mean, it would be bad in general, just because... You could have said there's a black dragon here, and it already would have been pretty bad.
Look, just pop along, Sun Chief, okay?
What did you just say?
So, I may have made it slightly smaller than it otherwise should.
Far away!
Should be. It's the issue. Ow! What the hell, Alatreon?
I get a feeling it's pretty likely neither of us are using elemental builds.
Well, I mean, it can only be tiny judgment, right? How bad could tiny judgment be?
Yeah, I think the size of the judgment should change so that you can avoid it on the edge of the arena.
I'm going to judge you with all of my might!
There's always another map.
His nice projectiles shrink! It's just little tiny... Oh my god, his yelling dragon rush, that was amazing! He can't reach the ground and his dragon slaps! Oh, little baby Alatreon!
I swear most monsters' actual effects
so tiny! It really is just little spit globs! Oh, I love being spit on by baby Alatreon! Spit on me. Why did everything get so hot when I said that? Jesus!
Because everyone knows spitting is hot!
Everybody! Every Alatreon! It's part of their
Every
entire...
Alatreon agrees!
entire cycle!
It's in the Alatreon code!
Everyone knows Alatreon chooses a mate by who can spit the hardest and farthest. And that's my science talk on Alatreon spit. Thank you.
That's my favorite.
My name is Professor Science.
This
This has been Science Talk in my science show. The low production value, I admit.
I've got you in my sights.
Well, I give nobody credit for anything.
That's
Oh! I got sniped by a tiny little fireball!
I even warned you. I said death is incoming.
That's a long warning, to be fair.
Well, I started by saying the most important word.
It's like if I'm walking down an alley being stabbed, and you're like, knife! Knife is incoming! I'm already 12 stabs deep. Okay, so we have tiny amounts of dragon to attempt to work with, is what we're saying here.
Unfortunately, I did most of my damage already, so like if you could just like.
What do you mean most of your damage? You don't have a limit on how much damage you can do.
Well, no, but,
that's
like,
me done. I guess the bar is finished now.
We used a lot of our.
Oh, look at his tiny ice crystals around the place!
Yeah, this is so small.
Look, I made tiny ice sculptures! Oh, even his lightning isn't fully connected. There's little gaps between it.
I feel like we're just. This is not an Alatreon who's ready for combat.
I am Alatreon, Prince of the Alatreon Empire! The good news is, there is no good news.
There is no good news.
There is no good news. The mild news is we're very close to the first judgment, and unless it might be tiny. What if it's? Oh, he's doing it. He's doing it. No, he's not doing it. He's not doing it at all. I completely misidentified. No, he's doing it. Sorry.
Well, I'm coming down.
No! Get out! Get out! Get out! It's so tiny. Look how tiny his judgment is. No, it affects everywhere.
I love that everything just shrinks with him.
I know! That was the most powerful, like, you will all be killed, fear me!
I will rip your head off with
You will all be judged! As the fire is boiling around him, his voice is epically reverbing slow-mo.
Spits these tiny icicles at your face.
Listen up, Black Dragon, baby!
Hello?
Shut up. We're back! And you may have killed diddle does once. But no more
Is this like pig Latin?
for we will oh fuck it, let's just go stab the child.
I just wanted to see how long you can keep that up before your brain melted.
I just wanted to have a cool, like, we have returned, and this time we take no prisoners.
That's cool and all, but like we have like effects and stuff we can put on voices after that.
I don't know what you're
Make it
talking
a bit
about.
easier on
All
yourself.
voice effects are done with my own voice. For example, watch my massive talent as I speak like this for a little bit. See?
I mean, that's pretty cool, but it's nothing compared to me speaking like this a little bit. Whoa!
Yeah, well, how about when I speak like this? Take this, haha!
No, that's really crazy, man. That's a little creepy.
Exactly. Tiny spit!
It's so unthreatening.
It is so unthreatening. Oh, please do your little dragon smashes.
Oh.
Come on, do it.
You're not even close.
No! And I love the yell afterwards. It goes from like intimidating to just, I'm mad and I can't reach the ground.
She's like, fuck, come on, guys. Just let me hit you.
Oh, this is so sad.
Well, it's sad for him. It's pretty happy for me. Considering the abuse that we've suffered from Alatreon at various points in our lives, I don't feel as bad as I
this is a poor baby Alatreon. What the hell?
It is a baby Alatreon.
That ring has the radius of the normal adult ring.
Yeah, no, it totally has the normal radius. It just doesn't look like it in the slightest.
You think you're gonna get me with that? Ha! You didn't even make
I
it
don't
to
think
me.
you could get the ground under him with that.
Hey! You leave this poor, deathly child alone.
So tiny.
He is trying his best, okay? And as far as babies go, he's quite threatening. I feel threatened by this baby.
I am quite enjoying fighting against Dwarf Star Alatreon.
Oh. Ow. His tiny water beam was still very painful.
Well, so is his landing, apparently.
Oh my god, the speed that he moved at relative to his side was terrifying! I'm so sad!
That's the least sad-sounding way to say I'm so sad.
So sad!
I am so sad!
I'm so sad! I'm not at all glad! That was my bad! Also, the baby storm is terrifying.
Well, yeah, I mean, you don't want... Like, I've heard of raining cats and dogs, but, like, if there's one thing you don't want...
Are any of the cats and dogs in the rain?
Good.
Baby cats and dogs?
You know what's interesting about that? Like, every time that that saying is used, like it's always in like, haha, it would be silly and unusual. But like if you think about the realism of it, like if they were actually falling from the sky, they would splat when they hit the ground.
Actually, that's not true. Maybe on the dog front, but cats are fairly comfortable and at ease at surviving their own terminal velocity. So you'd have a load of splatted dogs and a load of grumpy but fine cats.
So you're saying that I could drop a cat from like 700 feet in the air and it would just not give a shit?
Yes. They once they reach the terminal velocity, because they have so much loose skin as well, they kind of like spread out like a flying squirrel flap
So
almost.
they can fly.
And they just kind of hit the ground. Like, they might still, like, injure themselves if they land funny or break a leg or something, but a cat's terminal velocity is not lethal, which I think is a cool little fact.
This doesn't compute in my brain. Like, why don't people throw cats off of tall things to have fun
Oh my
with
god, that's not the result of that
No,
information!
no.
Learning that cats are fine to survive their terminal velocity isn't then a logical next step to go, well, let's go find some cats and toss them off buildings!
Well, you say that, but as soon as, like, every time in, like, television and shit, like, it's like, well, I guess you're immortal. First thing people do is like, well, I'm gonna jump off something tall.
Yes, but
Jump off and do some
they
dangerous
still don't
shit.
enjoy the experience, and it'll still hurt
Well,
them.
you want to know what it's like the one time.
It's just
at least.
not splat splat cat city, bitch.
Like, I'm not saying, like, we should be going around throwing cats off of things every day. Just, you know, every cat should get to experience once in their life.
Talking of animals raining from the sky, it has once historically genuinely rained fish. Well, you know, the water go up into the cloud.
Yeah, the
well,
water
it was a
do go
really,
up.
really fast evaporation, and it literally carried the tiny fish into the cloud. So when they came back down, it was just loads of fish bodies slapping against the ground. Also, historically, someone has genuinely spontaneously combusted.
Nice.
The mayor of Warsaw.
Well, what happened to him? Did he just, like, think...
As it would imply, he was just minding his own business and then randomly burst into flames.
Well, I guess if it's dry, if the air is dry enough, you know?
Ah! Dry
That
air
seems
does
like
not
an
equal
accurate-
fire.
Well, if it's too dry, like there's dry air and then there's dry air, you know?
Why is it so hard to kill this child dragon?
Because life is just so much more fun.
Haha! Tiny tail!
Ooh, we made part of him die.
Oh, it's so tiny!
I think Alatreon, or not Alatreon, Chameleos would be the leader of the Rogues Guild.
So what we need to do is lick our tongues against things and steal them.
That doesn't seem
So
very
that is
sneaky.
just you. You're the only one that can do that. Everyone must do that!
Well, if you learned to do it, you would be a better fucking thief, Theodore.
It's like sleight of hand, but sleight of tongue.
Alatreon, why don't you have a sticky Ah! My greatest weakness! My lack of sticky tongue!
It has been revealed!
I love how afraid you get when things die.
Well, it's so surprising! Especially when we're on one cart!
Like, I get it, it could be one of us, but it's like, Alatreon has been slain. Ah!
Shut up! That's right, baby Alatreon, you're dead now, and what are you gonna do about it?
Nothing, I am a dead baby.
Get your father?
No,
No, you are gonna do that. That's part of the...
no,
you're
no,
gonna-
I'm not going to do it. He's just going to come by himself. I'm not involved. Goodbye.
Oh, okay. Alatreon is our country! Is in our country! No, God Christ, no! In our country is its revered...
Is- Revered Christ.
Being of all elements capable of returning the world to its beginning, it is said indeed a creature to be feared, but as an act of defiance to its power, it must be slain.
You did it. Good job. Can't believe it. I'm proud of you.
All right, the baby has been slain, which means it's now time to slay the daddy. Oh, that was a big daddy roar. Oh, God, that was a big bout of daddy fire. I'm gonna stop using daddy as an adjective now. Oh, God Christ.
Well, he's
Where are you?
Refilling my items. I just felt it would be reasonable to be able to heal.
Oh!
Oh, nice. His tail doesn't reach the floor.
Oh! Oh!
Intensely more difficult instantly than the previous thing we were doing.
Okay. Oh, God! I do not love the pain that I am being inflicted.
Well, then don't let it inflict you.
You
Be uninflicted.
I am going to make him pay into the wall today!
Oh, honestly, that's probably the best part of this Alatreon. Probably really hard to miss a wall when he's this big.
Yeah, shake that. Shake it. Yeah. Nice. Ah! I have seen way too much Alatreon underside for my liking today.
Look, just because you don't appreciate the way his underbelly looks doesn't mean that he doesn't deserve to show it.
He's making such big ice sculptures! It's not necessary!
He's just trying to learn from Velcana.
Oh!
She has so many artistic ideas.
It's so Joe! I'm trying to kill the handler and she's just mocking me by doing this. What? I don't see anything. What's going on? Nothing's happening.
That's because she's immortal.
Oh, how nice of you to be part of the hunt. Okay, thank you for showing everybody the top of your hammer like that. That was really nice of you, I guess.
It's a really cool part of my hammer.
Do you want to tell us about it?
Yeah, well, it's like the bottom of my hammer, but like it's better. Like here, if I show you it, that part is like an axe, but then this part is like a hammer. You know?
Thank you.
No problem.
That was worth dying for.
Well, yeah, that's the entire point of life.
Well, that was a good start, wasn't it? Careful of huge lightning! Oh, God! Oh, Christ! Oh, Jesus! That was amazing. Oh, you think you're so frosty.
He does.
Ow! I just arrived for you to hit me with a fucking hammer!
Look, I was already attacking. You can't walk into my attacks and then blame me for hitting you.
If you're there swinging a sword and I get hit by it, you still you for swinging dangerous objects around the place.
I am practicing my sword fighting in my personal space and you walk in the way. Is that my fault?
Personal sword space.
This is my personal sword fighting ring. I made it personally.
Turn. Killable!
Go into the wall. That's not the wall. How did he just turn out of the way? He was facing it perfectly and he was like, nah, I'm gonna go to the left.
Let's rewind back, shall we?
Honestly, that's probably the best part of this Alatreon. Probably really hard to miss a wall when he's this big. Well, until he literally slides on the floor instead of going straight. That looked hilarious coming out of his mouth at that speed. It moves so slow because it's so big.
Giant Alatreon tool. Am I right?
Oh,
there's so much everywhere. Look at these huge fields of ice pillars.
I'm actually struggling to return to the event.
Why do I hear red glowing behind me?
Probably because he's glowing red. Also, how do you hear glowing?
Shut up! Alright, I was hoping you wouldn't pick up on that. Why do I hear red glowing behind me?
Well, I guess it's like a wah, wah, but then how do you know it's red? I guess it's just you have a sense for red, probably.
I do. I can hear the color red. Oh, it's so liquid.
Pinball! Ow. Okay, he slammed the pinball.
Yeah, he's Big Slam.
Yeah, his slams
Yo,
are...
call me Big Slam. I'm an Alatreon, damn, and I go ham with all my elements like blam. That's
You can spread me like jam on toast.
On bread and ham. I said ham twice, but one was the expression and one was the meat. Oh!
And also, I really enjoy jam and ham sandwiches, which made no sense as the concept. I just like putting a piece of ham and some jam on one singular piece of bread, and that is my meal.
They got me on my laughing. And I really enjoy it for some reason.
The only
Jam and
nutrient
ham
Alatreon is allowed to eat.
sandwiches. I didn't think about the implications of the ham being with jam.
It's a jam and ham sandwich, the ultimate combo. Jam has never had a better partner in sandwich history.
He's gonna judge us soon.
Yeah, probably.
We just
We
need
should
to
judge
live
him
until
first.
that long, alright? Nobody can judge us for getting killed by Judge.
Well, I think that they could, but only because we can judge him more than he can judge
No! Come here! Run into it! Show him we don't fear him! Show him he means nothing! Ah!
I tried to roll, but I guess I messed up the iframes.
Why are you just alive? I'm disappointed!
It's like, oh man, I can't believe you died, man. Oh, dude.
And thus, that is baby Alatreon slain, and Father Alatreon in pain, but not slain.
No, he's gonna live forever and probably fuck us all up later for killing his
And that's
son.
okay. Maybe
It's a
I'll
villain
stop
origin
touching black dragons. Who knows?
Like, it is weird that you found a father and son and managed to make the son tiny and the father big. Like, it's very convenient.
Well, you just thought it was a bit of fun, you know?
Of course. Just really up the contrast between them.
Alright guys, like you enjoyed this, subscribe for more, and we will see you soon. Oh goodbye.
Josh, Cotton, and Hollow with the videos, dropping the humor like a hammer on your tippy toes, bringing entertainment on a daily arrangement to take our insanity and turn it into entertainment. Yes, I said entertainment twice, to reiterate that it is nice to look into your faces on a mostly daily basis when you let us in your homes to make the whole world a stage. Goodbye.
Gonna grow and shrink Brachiosa a little bit in his special places.